Welcome to Just Systems with Terrence. Here's my homework for problem number 2. For this homework, I was supposed to add another way to add coins into the system. So instead of just doing nickels and dimes, I add quarters. So as you can see, here's my state diagram. It's a little messy, very messy, but it's pretty necessary. So as you can see, I started out for each cycle, directly. If you had a nickel, you just go into each cycle. You go to each state all the way through. When you get if you input a dime at each place, it'll just go to the corresponding. So if you started at 0, you would put a dime, goes 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. If you start at 5, if you put a nickel in, then you put a dime, then you go, 15, 25, and so on. Then quarter, 25, 50, and then, if you start at any other point, 25 plus this, 25 plus that, you go through. So I'm going to get to the code. So as you can see, I have my code right here. So as you can see, if state 0, I have 0 cents. And if I input a nickel, that's equal to 5 cents. So I go to state 1. If I put in the dime, I go to state 2 with 10 cents. If I go to put a quarter, I go to state 5 for 25 cents. And it's the same in state 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So depending on what you input, it takes you to a certain state. When you get to state 8, you're at 40 cents and you're able to vend. When you get to state 9, you're at 45 cents, you're able to vend and you receive change. At state 10, you're 50 cents, you don't vend, you just receive change, and you go back to state 9 to get the change again. And state 11, you're at 55 cents, you don't vend, you get change, you go back to state 10, receive change again, go back to state 9, go back to state 0, and the same for state 12. And test bench, just added from part 1, just basically added, quarter, and alternated what's being inputted at each time interval. And if you go to the wave, you can see, after, a certain amount of inputs of either nickels, quarters, or dimes. So you see a nickel, dime, quarter, and then you see you're vending and you're getting change. Then you go through nickel, dime, quarter, nickel, dime, vending and getting change. And you see quarter, nickel, dime, quarter, and then you're vending, but you don't get change. So you're at state 8 and all the way through.